What the fuck is going on, America? Jericho Green here with you once again on this sunny / slightly smoky Saturday now afternoon. I live a few hours from where these wildfires are burning in California, Paradise, California, and still we have the smoke down here. So, man, shout out to those people up there dealing with that. I hope those fires are put out quickly and those people can put their lives back together. Now, of course, I'm sure you've heard about it. Those numbnuts called Antifa outside of Tucker Carlson's house with signs and bullhorns banging on this man's fucking door. They cracked his front door. That's how hard they were banging on it. He wasn't there. He was at the studio about to go on air and do a show. His wife was home. From all the things I read, I don't know. I don't think his children were home. They didn't mention his children. He just mentioned that even with one of the phone interviews that he did, he said that his wife was home. And, man, that's fucked up. That shit is crazy, man. These fools think that it's okay because they don't agree with what you say, that they can come to your house and possibly inflict physical harm upon you. What if his wife had been to the range and she wasn't about that bullshit and she put some bullets through that front door and shot a couple of those little fuckers? Then what? Then she'd be in trouble. Then they'd be outside of the fucking NRA's headquarters talking about this NRA's fault, guns, let's get the guns out of here, AR-15, whatever, all that bullshit they say. And I would say, fortunately, she didn't, but fuck it, what if she did? You can't come to somebody's home like that and scare them. He was saying on his phone interview that she was in the kitchen getting ready to sit down for dinner. All of a sudden, these people are outside of her house with bullhorns saying, Tucker Carlson, we know where you sleep. And you could hear it in their voice. You could hear the pussy in their voice. You know, these were the kind of dudes who you could see the bones in their chest and their mothers breastfed them till they were 7. Or some weird shit like that. And speaking of their mothers, you know damn good and well if somebody did this to you, you would be in the fetal position inside of a closet crying for that mother who breastfed you that fucking long. That's fucked up, man. This shit is crazy just because you disagree with someone. And Tucker Carlson, they can call him right wing or whatever the fuck they want. He's the only dude that I watch on Fox News. And there's nothing extreme about him. What he says is based in logic and fact and in numbers. And what's funny is the way he looks at people when they come on there espousing all this crazy shit, all this crazy, unfounded, unrealistic bullshit. He just looks at him like that, like a puppy that hears a strange sound. They go, "Rrr?" And they stick their tongue out. That's the face he gives them. And this shit is fucking hilarious. And you can say what you want about your Sean Hannitys and all that type of shit, your Judge Piros, but Tucker Carlson, if you like facts, check him out. But there's nothing right-wing or extreme about him. So for these people to do this is fucking ridiculous. And even if he did say extreme things, and he did have extreme beliefs, that does not mean you can go to his fucking house and harass him. As long as he's not calling for violence, as long as he's not saying go burn down that liquor store across the street, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. And just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can go fuck with him in his personal life. What if he was home and he felt threatened enough to shoot one of these little fuckers? Then what? Then you'd be mad at him for protecting his own fucking home. That's a man's job. That's in a man's DNA to protect his family and protect his belongings. You can talk about the patriarchy and toxic masculinity and all these other bullshit ass buzz terms that these blue-headed motherfuckers have. But that is the facts. That's the way it is. Part of a man's responsibility in life is to protect his fucking family. And what better scenario to protect his family than this one? You can hear the weakness in their fucking voice. You can tell they had ugly girlfriends with scoliosis who probably wore sweatshirts from some summer concert in '87 that they weren't even alive for. These little bitch-ass Antifa pieces of shit, all dressed in black, with their faces all covered. If you're really bad, take the cover off your face. Let us see who you are. If you're really bad, step to Tucker Carlson one-on-one. I don't know much about his personal life, but I wouldn't let the bow tie fool you. He probably put hands all over you. And you know these pussy-ass Antifa fools ain't never gotten in a fight in their life. Yelling fuck you to your mom downstairs is calling you for dinner doesn't count as a fight. Pushing your punk-ass dad, your punk-ass soft-spoken dad up against the hallway on the way to school while you take money out of his wallet doesn't count as a fight, you little bitch. But it's only a matter of time. It's a numbers game. How many times can you do this before somebody fucks you up? How many times can you harass people at their homes before somebody sticks a gun out the window and shoots one of you motherfuckers? Or comes outside and beats the living shit out of one of you? Probably 5 of you. You pussies couldn't fight your way out of a wet paper bag with scissors in your fucking hands. Antifa is out of fucking control. And there are Hollywood people, and there are people on your CNNs and your MSNBCs who don't have a problem with Antifa, who think they're just a group of people who like to protest the wrongs in America today. You're free to do that, but you're not free to go to people's homes and harass them. You're going to pick the wrong one day. And Antifa, bunch of pussies, bunch of trust fund pussies. Now you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left. They just won't let me. Follow your boy @Green_Jericho on the Twitters. I'm Jericho Green, and I'm out.